Good morning, friends. I am going to do a read aloud, and this is The Wish Tree. And I just thought we'd have something happy. We all like wishes. So I'm outdoors because the birds were chirping, and it's still kind of wintry out, so I thought this book was appropriate. So it's words by Keo McClear and pictures by Chris Turnham. The Wish Tree. Got some forest that we love in the enchanted forest. And the wish tree. And friends, you can pause this whenever you want to look at the pictures longer. Charles wanted to find a wish tree. His brother said, "There's no such thing." His sister said, "There's no such thing." But Charles said, "What do you think, Bogan?" And Bogan thought surely there was such a thing. And he's talking to his sled. So the next morning, Charles and Bogan set forth. His brother said, "Bring a map." His sister said, "Don't forget a compass." They're doing angels in the snow. But Charles and Bogan were already well on their way into the woods. La-di-da, sang Charles. Whoosh, sang Bogan. They had the whole day ahead of them, the whole day to find a wish tree. Going on a nice journey. Up to the top of a hill they climbed, and down to a frosty meadow they slid. Where Charles went, Bogan followed. Where Bogan went, Charles followed. Charles and Bogan did not see the wish tree. But they did see. What did they see? Squirrel, who was puzzling over how to get some hazelnuts to his home. Hey, look who I brought. Squirrel, squirt. He says hello. Hold on tight. La-di-da, dee-da, 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 sang Charles. Whoosh, sang Bogan. So long, squirrel. Slow through the snow they went, and hush, past Bear's den they crept. Where Charles went, Bogan followed. Where Bogan went, Charles followed. We have some bears in a den, because they do that in the winter, hibernate. They did not see a wish tree anywhere, but they did see. They're in a winter wonderland. Beaver, who was busy gathering birchwood to bring to his lodge. Let's go. La-dee-da, dee-da, dee-da, sang Charles. Wish, sang Bogan. Bye, Beaver. Nice wonderland of winter. Slide, glide, across the ice they slipped past a few logs, around a bend. Where Charles went, Bogan followed. Where Bogan went, Charles followed. The wish tree was nowhere to be found, but they did find. You can pause and look at the picture longer. Fox, who was late getting berries to her burrow. Load 'em up. La-dee-da, dee-da, dee-da, sang Charles. Whoosh, sang Bogan. Keep warm, Fox. Oh, and look, we have the fox and the pups. Just kind of like the bears, in a den. Now they had less than half the day ahead of them. Less than half the day to find a wish tree. But look at all the friends they're finding. We may need to move a little faster, Bogan, said Charles. Charles and Bogan were moving very slowly now. Their shadows were growing longer. The whole day was almost behind them. Bogan, Charles said, "I'm tired. I cannot search any longer." getting tired and the shadows getting longer because the sun is going down. Shh, whispered Bogan. Oh, look at all their our forest friends. And the bear is pulling the sled, and Charles is sleeping. How wonderful. When Charles awoke, it was snowing. It was snowing on Squirrel, and it was snowing on Beaver, and it was snowing on Fox, and it was snowing on everyone. For a moment, Charles could not see through the falling snow, but then he said, "Oh, look. Look how peaceful they are. Oh, look." "See, Bogan?" said Charles. "Just as we thought." And Bogan said, "Wish." Charles wrote his wish on a piece of paper and tied it around a branch of the wish tree. Oh, look at it. It's one of our forest trees, all white with snow. Beautiful. Oh, the snow was falling more gently now. The animals had prepared a night feast with hazelnut souffle, a pot of birch tea, and biscuits made of berries. Charles and Bogan celebrated with their friends until it was time to be on their way. I want to go there. La-dee-da, sang Charles. Wish, sang Bogan, all the way home. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll have more to come. And just be good, stay well.